trip. It seemed like from the second quarter on, the squad just cruised. What was clicking tonight?
The defense, ball movement, and just everybody playing for each other.
They're the number one fast break team, but you guys did an excellent job pushing the pace. What was the key to ball security and to getting that type of production on that in that category?
Kind of starting with offense in the sense of not like just finding the best shot. Because if you take a bad shot against them, I mean, early on they capitalized off it. Transition threes, layups. So I think once we started finding the shots we wanted, the game was ours from that point.
Two really standout performances from both Trey and Herb tonight. I know you love bragging on them. Let's start with Trey. 10 made threes. Do you have any insight into what got him into that zone tonight?
From my perspective, confidence. Every shot he took not only looked like it was going in, but he felt like they were going in. And when you have somebody that's on fire like that, you got to find them. And when they started blitzing me, I tell Trey every time, I'm going to find you. Just find an open spot. And then 5, I said it before, this man is not first team all defense. I don't know what requirements you need to make it at that point. But those two dudes, man, they're great teammates, and the world got to see another example of them being great tonight.
Literally, 14 years covering the NFL, 13 covering the NBA. Herb is the hardest interview I've ever had to get him to talk about himself. So I need you to make the case for him. For people who haven't heard, maybe, as you're on the road and he's exposed to new audiences, what is making Herb Jones so special this season?
To the world, to the people who don't know Herb, it looks like Herb keeps to himself, quiet dude. But, I mean, I'm not going to go into too much details because I know how he is. But, man, Herb is a good dude. And he's somebody that when you're on the court with him, you look like I want to go to war with him. If I'm in war, like, I want him on my side. And he not only shows it, like, each game, but he shows it every day in practice. Like, every time you interact with him, he's just a good dude. I'm not going into too much details because I know how he is, but if I'm in war, I want him on my side.
Zion, thank you. Zion, can you talk about you playing point Zion position?
This team, we have a lot of shooters, and I attack the basket really well. So, when teams try to load up against me, I got options. And, I mean, they've been knocking down shots. And Herb, especially with the corner three, actually, no matter what he got on the court now, he's been knocking them down. And then Trey is, come on, Trey's Trey.
Who dunked it better in the second quarter, you or Brandon?
You got to give it to B.I. because he hit him with the cross, sent that person out the picture, and then he dunked it over somebody. So you got to give it to B.I. on that one.
How do you feel with the moment of the team right now? You guys just starting a road trip. Where do you think this team is right now in terms of things that you guys can improve, and how you feel in general?
Can't get somebody, the cheat code, but we're in a great spot. The goal for us now is to keep that momentum and be consistent with it.
If I'm not mistaken, the last time you played in this city, you were playing at Duke and RJ was your teammate. Here we are 6 years later, you're playing against him here in Toronto. What would it feel like to make your professional debut up here? People have been waiting a while to see you here. So.
1, finally. 2, this is a really dope arena. I really like this arena. And 3, since I met RJ, that's been my brother for life. Even though we haven't played on the same team in the NBA, that's still my brother for life. So to be able to compete against him tonight, especially where he grew up or around where he grew up, it was dope. I got bragging rights because I said we got the win. But it was a really dope experience playing in Toronto for the first time since college.
Do you see yourself taking part in the dunk contest in the future?
I got to do my part and make the All-Star game. If I'm in the All-Star game, I'll do the dunk contest. But if I'm not doing it.
Is he in your debut tonight here? You handled the Raptors their worst loss home loss in team history. How cool is that to come in and take care of business like that?
Really?
Yeah, more bragging rights.
Right? That's a good win for the Pels. And like he said, more bragging rights.
All right, thanks, E.
You guys have a great night.